homeless woman look like to you? Do you picture a bag lady with her shopping cart? Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. In her introduction to her 2007 book, All Our Sisters, Susan Scott explains that women she spoke with that are homeless are not necessarily homeless because they live on the street, but because they live, because they are without a place to live that is insecure. Many women are homeless because they live with partners that are violent and that they can't afford to leave. Some live with pimps or dealers, and some couch surf from one relative or friend to another, while others live in filthy, unsafe buildings or abandoned cars. Know that a homeless person could be a coworker that just left her abusive partner just last night, or it could be your cousin that has been laid off from work and now she can't afford to pay the rent. On May the 9th through the 11th of 2011, All Our Sisters National Forum will take place at the London Convention Centre. This will be a national forum on women and security of housing. This forum will take place, for a reason. People in the industry will be part of it. Government officials, women with lived experience will come together to promote safe, sustainable housing for all women. The dialogue will open to discuss multiple women's issues around homelessness, like drug addiction, physical and mental health, living conditions. We are inviting people from all across Canada to participate, from coast to coast to coast. We want people to share their concerns and what works for them in their communities. This event will be a national network to develop strategies for building safe communities that are inclusive to all women. In her book, Susan Scott dispels 3 myths. One of the myths is that there are very few homeless women in Canada. While official statistics indicate that approximately 150,000 to 300,000 Canadians are homeless and 1.7 million live in inadequate living conditions, we have no way of knowing how many women live with abusive partners, live with their landlords, or attempt to survive in condemned buildings. There's just no checkbox for that. One of the agencies I work with is Roth Homes Mission Services. Their branch director is Laurie Nortimer. She recently told a story at a committee meeting that I would like to share with you right now. Now you have to picture this woman. She is a very sweet, little tiny woman that has a very soft voice and a calm manner. As she's telling this story, she told us about the last time that she went to get her blood work done. And she struck up a conversation with the lab tech. And she told the lab tech what she does for a living. Now the lab tech was very surprised because after all, everyone knows there are no homeless people in the City of London. So anyhow, Laurie proceeded to tell her what she does and what Roth Homes is all about. She proceeded to say that Roth Homes is an emergency shelter, that it's open 24 hours a day to help women for a variety of reasons. That includes abuse, addiction, and mental health, etc. That it's a 41-bed facility to accommodate 20 women and 7 families. But before she could continue, the lab tech had to stop. You see, Laurie has very petite veins, and she couldn't find a spot. So then she continued, and Laurie continued with her speech to tell her that there is approximately 1,500 homeless people in the City of London. And again, ouch, she couldn't find another vein, another spot. So again, she was finding another spot, and Laurie's looking up and, still continuing to tell her story. Even though the woman was having disagreeing comments, it was very important for Laurie to tell her the importance of the truth of homelessness in Canada. Now, after several more tries, Laurie decided to just give up, because after all, there's some people that just will never understand. They'll just never get it. And with Laurie's job, a track climb up her arm is just not acceptable. Now, visitors in London, what will they see? They'll see beautiful, gorgeous buildings like the one we're living in right now, or we're in right now. They'll see big schools. They'll see clean streets. Did you know that London has 517 homeless shelter beds, 425 emergency beds, 92 transitional beds, and 40% of London shelter users have addictions, or struggle with addictions and mental health issues. Now these people are our neighbors, our friends, our co-workers, and our family members. These are not just some random pictures in magazines or TV. This is reality. This is what's happening. Chances are you know a homeless person. Until you're without a roof over your head, no money in your pocket, or until you have ever felt that overwhelming hopelessness in your heart that no one cares, you don't know what you would do in that situation. Mother Teresa has a saying, and I've sent out a package, or I'm going to send out a package to each one of you, and that I would like to read to you right now in the package, a section of it. Mother Teresa says that what a poor person needs most is not pity, but love. They need to feel respect for their human dignity, which is neither less nor different from the dignity of any other human being. Now, all our sisters, my hope for All Our Sisters 2011 Forum is to change the government policy on safe, affordable housing. I will be sending out a sponsorship package to each one of you and a call for participation. I would love to see each one of you at the forum. I am requesting that you also contact your members of parliament to ask or to request from them what can be done for our homeless neighbors in our community. Remember, there but for the grace of God go I. See you all at the forum.